Alright, so I'm going to start doing this on camera now. It's my home beer brewing blog. So this week I'm going to show you guys a little behind the scenes of cutting my beer tips.
And just how ridiculous you look while you do it, right?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Come with me, I'll show you. So this is the palatial studios of the 950. You don't believe me? Right there.
Radio Mojo.
So I get a little help from Mike Bobian. Mike.
Hey, what's up?
Can we cut this?
Nah,
Come on.
that's a waste of my time.
I have to jump through hula hoops to get this done.
Got important stuff to do, like Astros and Michael Berry stuff,
It does.
4th of July specials.
4th of July specials, TV specials.
But this is the most important bit.
Yeah, this is the most money producing thing we do.
So Mike helps me out here because God forbid I can't.
Hopefully you'll be editing up this
No.
whole...
As soon as I cut this,
Well, it's going to take us 100 takes.
I'm James Simpson.
about 100 takes.
Yeah, you should hear his voice. Once he actually gets on the microphone, it really gets deep.
I'm James Simpson.
Test, test.
You ready to cut your vocal tracks?
Test, test, test. Are we test? Are we good?
We're good.
All right.
Levels are set.
I always gotta lift it up a little bit.
Use your diaphragm.
This week, let's talk how to convince your spouse that home brewing is an awesome hobby. I'm James Simpson with your weekly 950 beer brewing tips. All right, now that it took 2 hours, Bobby's gonna do his magic and he's gonna make it sound like it was flawless, which is pretty much impossible, but
Yeah.
somehow he does it every
This
week.
week, let's talk how to convince
So-
your spouse that home brewing is an awesome
This will
hobby.
be hitting the airwaves
Now, if they're a beer connoisseur, it shouldn't be too hard.
sometime.
The whole first take.
Should be hitting the airwaves when?
This
Hopefully
week-
weekend.
Let's talk.
Yeah, you with a hope.
With a hope, H-O-P-E.
Here's another chapter from the Radio Mojo Guide to Beer with James Simpson.
This week, let's talk how to convince your spouse that home brewing is an awesome hobby.
My wife is paying for everything. Now I know why pimps are so happy.
Now, if they're a fan of beer, it shouldn't be too hard. Just explain to them that home brewed beer is the freshest they'll ever drink. That's a guarantee.
I guarantee.
Also, brewing beer saves you money. You don't believe me? Just do the math, or you can just take my word for it.
You've been drinking today.
Now, if they're not a fan of beer, well, get a new spouse.
Hey, come on, that's not. Why would you? Whoa!
Nah, I'm just kidding. But the same equipment could be used to make cider, mead, or wine, and hopefully they'll be into one of those.
I was looking for a reason to binge drink. Now you just gave it to me.
And also something they'll be into is the new beer page that's rocking and rolling at the950.com. Just go to the nonsense page, and on the left-hand side you'll see a little beer link. Click it and be amazed. And tell everybody you know.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm James Simpson with your weekly 950 beer brewing tips.
That's awesome and a little disturbing.
It's better.
It was
It's
better.
better.
Can you put one of those reading rainbow things in it? Dun, dun.
I don't know what you're talking
You never watched Reading Rainbow with LeVar Burton when you were a
about.
kid?
Yeah.
Bobby is
That
like
was-
70 years old.
That was like 20-something years ago,
I
man.
just have a good memory, that's all.
Okay.
That was before
Let's try it
LeVar
one
Burton
more
went into
time.
space.
Or we can just cut this line out, it doesn't matter.
No. That's a guarantee. Also, beer brewing saves you money in the long run. Just
Alright.
hit the word money.
Alright. Also, brewing beer saves you money in the long run. More news coming up in 5. Also, brewing beer saves you money in the long run. You don't believe me? Just do the math, or just take my word for it.
We're going with that.
But it's not good to be that. We do a choppy like that sometimes.
I know. I'm just trying to make it sound smooth and good.
Okay. Appreciate that.